Long story short, starts getting extremely loud and the headboard starts hitting the wall and she says, oh, we got to be quiet. My son's in the other room. Whole time I've been banging on this man's wall. I ain't even know it. I ain't signed up for that.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing today? I hope that your day is going fine. If not, I hope tomorrow gets better. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone who's tuning in to the videos. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, I ask that you go ahead and do so. And make sure to toggle that notification bell to stay current with all of the videos that we're posting. You know, every now and then I log on to social media and it's always a debate about the respect black men have for black women. Now this video today raises an interesting point. Check it out.
Somebody tagged me in a post and the post said, how do black men grow up with single mothers and don't have respect for black women? Let me tell y'all a story. I was talking to a woman some years back, and I gotta say talking, I can't even say dating because it was really just something casual. But she had kids. One of her sons was like 17, 18 years old. I get a text message at 2 o'clock in the morning talking about come through. I think the house is empty. So I show up for, long story short, starts getting extremely loud and the headboard starts hitting the wall and she says, oh, we got to be quiet. My son's in the other room. Whole time I've been banging on this man's wall. I ain't even know it. I ain't signed up for that. Low key, I felt bad for Buddy. The next morning comes, I hear him washing dishes, walking around the house, talking to his homeboy about playing Call of Duty and all that. It's time for me to go. And I say, hey, I don't think it's best that your son sees me. She says, oh, he'll be all right. I'd even taken into account how any of that may affect him. And it concerned me because how many men has he seen come in and out of his house like that? How can he respect another woman when a random man cares more about his well-being than his own mom? A lot of times y'all ask that mother respect question assuming that the mother was respectable.
Drop your comments in the comment section. Respect. Something that this sound like this woman lack. And you too, buddy, because you went over there. So my question for you is like, how long did you know her? Now, if you meet a certain type of lady, you could tell what type of lady she is by the interaction and how long it take you to get into that door. Most of the time, you could tell. So if you knew this was a jump off, then you probably know that there was a little lack of respect there. Now, as far as her calling him over at 2 a.m., you know what's going to happen at 2 a.m. in the morning. Now, I don't understand why she would do that, have a man come to her house while her child is there and engage in intercourse, knowing that her child is there. And at 17 and 18 years old, you know what's going on. You know what's going on. And like he said, ain't no telling how many men done been in that house and you just added to the number. But you know, at least you had the thought of, hey, I don't think your son should see me. You know, he already know what done went on. He already know what happened. Kids not dumb. I don't care if you got a 12-year-old in the house. Kids are not dumb. Especially in these days, they're way more advanced than we probably ever was. You know, I grew up in the house with my parents and never heard anything. I'm not saying nothing happened. I'm sure something happened, but I never heard anything. Respect. Now you got this lady who brought a man over and her child. Here's what's going on. That's crazy. Listen, I remember me and my wife dated. I met her daughter casually before we got serious, but I didn't go around her daughter till some time until we really figured out what we were going to do. Vice versa for me. Like, it wasn't no, we just finna hang out, we're gonna do this. Nah, but by the time we met each other's kids, we were in a committed relationship. So that tells you something about how a woman interacts. Now, as far as being raised by the single mother, I can't speak on that because I wasn't raised by a single mother. But I do know people who was raised by single mothers, and a lot of them guys do have respect for, you know, their mother, but a lot of them continued the traits of playing these women. Now, I don't know if that's a personal thing or if it's something that they saw was passed on. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you like this, you can only do to a person what they allow you to do. So if the woman don't demand respect, she's not going to get it. Now, I don't know where this conversation started as to why black men raised up with single mothers, why they don't respect black women. I do think a lot of men do respect black women, but I also think that you have to demand the respect. I'm not saying be all boastful and arrogant. I'm saying if a person come at you a certain way, you can respond and let them know, hey, I don't react to this. But you know how this whole conversation is today with the modern woman and the masculine men and all of this. I don't get involved in that because I don't have to worry about that. Thank God. Not that I don't care about the people who going through it, but it's got to be compromised somewhere. But this whole situation shows you how a man could see a woman. If he see his mama a certain way, and that's the woman who gave birth to him, that's the woman who gave life to him. If he see her living a certain type of way, a lot of times men go for women who have traits like their mothers. So you tell me what he gonna like. But I like this guy thinking like, I don't think your son should see me. Like, he said he even felt bad for the boy because he in there going to work. And you know that boy heard it. So at least he had the mindset to say, hey, man, you know, I'm embarrassed for your son. He was probably embarrassed for the son. And I don't know if the son desensitized or numb to it or just block it out. But he's going to remember that. And that may have an effect on him and her relationship later in life. I don't know. But most of the time, just like the video we did the other day, you don't see mothers let their boys go unprotected. Most of the time, they're going to protect them boys. And a lot of times, I done seen to where women would deal with one man. I don't care how bad he treat her, she deal with one man because she don't want her son to see her deal with multiple men. Or on the other hand of that, a woman will wait until her child gets grown till she start dating. Those are the women who respect their sons. But then you got them jump offs. It's going to be about them. They're going to get what they can get to take care of their kids. They don't care. They're just going to feel like that's the way of life. And for some people it is. But hey, this is a question that should be talked about more. This is a situation that should be talked about more, and people should open that dialogue to let people understand. And look, it's two parties here, the man and the woman. But if the woman invited the man over to her house, at least she should have her children protected. That's all I got to say about it. Let me know what you think. Drop it in the comment section. Until the next time, peace.